Hello and welcome to this episode of Neighbors Cooking. We have got a great show for you today. Don't have a guest, just me, Joe behind the camera. We've got our guest Jacqueline and one of my favorite neighbors, Randy. Hello, Randy, welcome. So Randy has been a friend of mine for 4 years now. We just figured out yesterday I've been taking care of him for 4 years. So over the years, it started off as a private chef, and now I also cook for him and also make sure during the day that he is well cared for and gets everything that he needs. And then Jacqueline is a friend also, but she also takes care of Randy at night. She does overnight care for him. And then we have weekend care, so he's got 24 hours, 7 days a week care. And at 91 years old almost, it is just a joy to see him and a blessing that he's here with us each week for the show. So special thank you to Randy. And you're also going to notice something different. We've got amazing new lights. Amazon's come on as a friend of the show, and they sent me all these new LED lights, and my friend Jeff Howe came in and installed them today. And so our lighting is so much better, isn't it, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
I look 20 years.
You look so much prettier. It's amazing what lighting
It's amazing what lighting will do. So we've got these great new lights. I got my new stove from LG. The show is just really doing well, and I'm so proud of all of the work that Joe's been putting in and I've been putting in, and it's now starting to reap its benefits, and it's super exciting. So what are we making today? We are making a shrimp dish, and it is a tortellini. So we're doing a cheese tortellini with shrimp, garlic, lemon, cheese, Parmesan cheese sauce with some parsley on the top, and it's going to be so good. So let's start off with just going over what's in the recipe, all right? So we've got our shrimp. We've got a pound of shrimp. I have cleaned them, deveined them, taken the shells off. I've left the pretty little tails on, and they're ready to go. We've got salt and pepper. We're going to cook these shrimp up in a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, and we're going to add in some garlic powder and some, where'd my mind just go? Garlic, and we're going to think about that for a minute. And we're also going to add in some ground garlic, about 4 or 5 cloves, some lemon zest, some lemon juice, oregano, thyme, Parmesan cheese, cream, heavy cream, and a half a cup of chicken broth. So we're going to start by getting our pan hot over here on my new LG stove. We've already got that going. Let me move this back here. And we're going to put some olive oil into it. We're using our great ironclad pans, which I just also am in love with. It's amazing how everything starts to come together.
Yeah.
And you know, I had a great kitchen to begin with. The one thing that wasn't great was my stove. All the knobs were starting to fall off. It was overheating. I couldn't bake anything in it. And in this new stove, I've got this beautiful blue interior, and it's also an air fryer. So although I haven't given up on my air fryer on the counter yet, I'm not quite ready to start air frying in this stove, just because you got to clean it up and it spatters grease, spatters everywhere. So I think I'm going to keep the mess for my air fryer on my air fryer. So we've got this oil heating up. Let me just turn this up a little bit. Onion powder and garlic powder, that's what I was trying to remember. I used to use a monitor and have all my stuff up on my screen, and I really needed to get away from it because I was spending too much time watching my screen and not paying enough time to all of you. So there we go. So the kitchen's full of mistakes. We're always going to forget.
Well, and you also forgetful at your age. You forget a few things, girl.
All of a sudden, I've got a commenter on my show. Thank you, Joe.
Love you, mean it.
Yeah, I know. So anyways, enough of that. So we've got our olive oil going in here. I think we've got it glistening, which is what we want, because we want to get a good sear on this shrimp. So we're going to take our shrimp. Like I said, we've cleaned this, and we're going to put it in, and there's that sizzle, which is exactly what we got. When you're cooking your shrimp, you want to put them in an order. I put them in clockwise, so I know which ones to turn first. I start at my 12 o'clock mark, and I just move around. I put them all in the same way. Just makes it a little simpler for the old guy to remember which shrimp went in first. Joe will pay for that comment one day. I just didn't have a quick comeback today for it. All right. So we just started our planning for our Pride event in November here in Palm Springs. It's going to be a great event. We're very excited about it. So mark your calendars for the 7th, 8th, and 9th of November. And plan on coming in and visiting us here in Palm Springs. I also want to invite people who might be looking for a private chef when they come to visit here. They can reach out on our Facebook, and they can actually hire me. And I will come and do an amazing dinner for you and your friends at your home. That's what I do on the side, is also a private chef. So I hope you'll think about that. You can go online and do that. And next week, I think next week, we'll have the new website up. So you'll actually be able to book time with me on the website. So I'm very excited about that. And it's a beautiful Palm Springy kind of website. It has been a labor of a lot of work, let me tell you. So we're going to start turning these shrimp. We just want to get them pink. Shrimp don't take a lot of time to cook. You also don't want to turn shrimp a lot because they will become tough. And you know, I've got a food critic in my kitchen because Jacqueline used to be the director of food and beverage at Disney World in Florida, of all places. So she watches me very closely. But she's not too tough on me. All right, we've got those in. We've got a few extra shrimp, so we're going to make a little more room for those, because I don't want to waste any. Joe, what's new in your world?
Just chugging along at Starbucks.
I can see that in your belly.
Yeah. Okay. Putting the gloves on. No, it's slow right now. Everybody's gone. Everybody's staying indoors.
I know, it's so hot. It's 100, we're like 118 degrees today.
Yeah.
So, huh? I think it was 118 today, yeah.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah, very dry. And our electric bills are going crazy. While these are cooking, I've got our water, and I'm going to bring it up to a boil for our tortellini. So we're putting in haven't gotten used to all my knobs here yet. We're going to do a cheese tortellini, and you know that I just think go and buy that already pre-made pasta, Bertoni's. It's great pasta. I'm not going to sit and make pasta for a dinner. It's not easy. But altogether, this whole recipe is coming in at about 700 calories, which is just about where you want to be for a meal. Whoops, we forgot. See, kitchen. We're going to put some of our garlic powder and our onion powder over the shrimp. It's okay, it'll still add flavor in. All right. So we've got those going. Gonna turn them one more time. I am loving these new lights, I'll tell you what.
They look good.
They do look good. And if you need somebody in our Palm Springs neighborhood to come and do electrical work or plumbing work, Jeff Howe has been my hero. When I had my flood of my kitchen, he came and fixed that for me. While I was running around looking how to turn the water off, no idea. But you learn. And I also then learned where the gas turn off is and where all the other things that could blow my house up that I need to turn off are. So we've got this great shrimp, and I'm sure Joe can get a picture of that. We're going to take it and we're going to set it aside. Put a little bit more olive oil in here. And we've got all these great scrapings that we're going to want. We're going to put in our garlic. And we want to scrape off all of that great flavor that is in our pan. And get our garlic going. Don't cook it too fast. We're going to turn this down just a little bit. Water's almost boiling. We're going to add in our lemon zest. And let me put in these, pastas while I don't forget, and I got nothing to put it over. And we're going to let those boil while we finish the sauce up. Get that lemon zest out, and you can start to smell all of the amazing flavor. Then we're going to add our chicken stock. And I'm going to let that chicken stock start to come up to a little bit of a boil. And while that's happening, we are going to take our cheese, fresh Parmesan. Again, don't buy it in a bag. That is just like the worst thing you can do. Or pre-cut, because it's got stuff on it you don't want in your food. We're going to use about a 1/4 cup of this fresh Parmesan. So that's about 4 ounces, 3 ounces, whatever floats your boat. All that beautiful Parmesan. We've got that going. We've got our, and this is only going to take about 3 or 4 minutes for the tortellini. We've got all that blending together. We're then going to add our our thyme and oregano into this. This is going to be a fast show today. And we're going to bring all that together. And you can just smell the lemon and the garlic. And super easy. We're using 1 pan for that, 1 pan to boil the pasta up. Next, we're going to add our lemon juice. And we're going to put some salt and pepper. If Jacqueline ever opens a restaurant, she's going to let me do the menu.
Absolutely.
You heard it here. Although I don't think that's a plan of hers anytime soon. So next 2 things we're going to add into this is our cream. About a 1/2 cup. And let that all come together. So the cream balances out the lemon and all the other spices. That's what cooking is all about, is a balance in your flavor profile. Keep tasting. And then the last thing we're going to add in is our cheese. And we're going to let that start to melt up a little. Let's move that out of my way. So I'm going to take a minute to melt into a nice, beautiful, creamy sauce. Beautiful. Let's check our tortellini here. See if it's done. It is. Perfect. Benny, excuse me. So we're going to drain our tortellini. All right. We're now going to add the cheese is pretty much melted, maybe a little higher light. There we go. And that is thickening up quite beautifully. If it gets too thick for you, you can add in a little bit of little additional chicken stock, and you'll be just fine because the cheese can tend to make it thick. Let's give it one more little taste. Oh my gosh. So good. We're going to add our shrimp back in just to get it coated on there. And then we are going to serve up this beautiful dish. So let's pull all of our stuff over here. Get a bowl. Good place, Joe? Which way? No, this. All right, so we have our tortellini, our shrimp, our garlic lemon cream sauce, and we are going to make ourselves a pretty bowl here. A little bit of tortellini. There we go. Take some of our shrimp, place it on there. There we go. Cheese is melting. I'm going to take some of this delicious sauce we've just made, pour it over the top, and then I am just going to cut up a little bit of parsley. Manny wants his, and put it right up on top. And there we have it.
Yeah.
And you know what, Jacqueline, why don't you come in and be my taste tester?
Oh, I love being the taste tester.
All right. Here is
Why
a
do you
fork.
think I'm here?
There's a camera you can look at. Pick it up.
Ooh,
No, bring it up.
this sounds, oh, it smells amazing. The aromatics, it looks really hot.
It is hot.
Oh, delicious.
Yep.
Oh, it's perfectly cooked. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to try the shrimp.
All right, so I'll let you go back out there. There you go. We've got
Thank you.
a former director of Disney World Resort Restaurants, and she says it's good, so you know it's got to be. Mickey Mouse wouldn't lie. Don't sue me, Disney. So anyways, that is our show for today. I want to thank all of you for being part of our show week in and week out. And remember, there is always a place for you in our kitchen, and I can't wait to see you next week in our kitchen when I have Sarah Willis from Think, which is an amazing organization here in Palm Springs, coming on and joining us, and she's going to share all about the great things they do with the kids in our valley. So until next week, we'll see you back here in the kitchen. Have a great one. Bye.